What are the three hopes that are found in the book of Genesis? The book of Genesis, we found that there's a conclusion of three hopes, and the first one is hope of the returning back to the promised land by the Israelites. The Israelites, they are left with hope that after a long struggle, after being in slavery, at long last, they will return to Canaan. They will return to the promised nation. What shows this? This is shown by Jacob. When he died, he said, "After I die, you should not bury me here, but take me to the graveyard where my grandfather, where my father, and also where all my relatives were buried. Take me there, which is in the land of the promise, and which is at Machpelah, and you bury me there." This gives the Israelites the hope that after being in slavery at long last, they will return to the promised land. The hope number 2, hope that God will turn evil into good. Hope that God will turn evil into good. Remember what Joseph's brother did to him. They intended to harm him, but God raised him. Despite many human failures, God's providence will overrule. God turns evil into good. So there is hope. No matter which situation you are passing, God is able to turn the situation into good. That's why even David says, "How many are my enemies? They increase every day, but God will be with you." God will overrule anything which has been planned for you. Those ones who have dug the pits, they will fall into the pits themselves. So trust in the Lord, and God will do favor in our lives. Number 3, hope that God will save the fallen humankind. Joseph doesn't command to have his bones buried, but instead he points to the time when God will surely feast Israel. Joseph commands that his bones should be kept until the time when God will feast Israel and when God will save them from their slavery. That's why, and that is when they will carry stones to the promised land and they will bury it there. Genesis 50 verse 25. The hope of the promised land, Canaan, is a symbol, is a precursor to the ultimate hope of salvation, of restoration, of a new Jerusalem, a new heaven, and a new earth. Ultimate hope for all of us. In the book of Revelation 21 verse 1 to 4. And it says, 21 verse 1 to 4, and it says, "Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth have passed away, and there was no more sea. I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as the bride, beautifully dressed for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, Now the dwelling of God is with men, and he will live with them. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them and be their God. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death, mourning, or crying, or pain, for all the old order of things are passed away." The new earth, the new heaven is coming, the new Jerusalem. That is the hope where we are waiting us all. Trust in God, have faith in him, and the promise of the new Jerusalem is coming. Be ready to be in that city where there will be no more cries. God will wipe all our tears, and God will be called our God. We will be His people. Are you among those people who will be with God, who will dwell there day and night, worshiping God?